Hey, what's good, everybody? What's poppin', YouTubers? Eastern York's Finance, hosted by Mike. First off, I'd like to give my apologies because I had a dope ass video from yesterday and I wasn't paying attention and I deleted it. So can't play it. I was basically doing a video, talking about these as well as some stuff I got from Fam Eric, like some pieces I needed, like a missile for the Cobra Ferret. Um, There was a couple of missiles. Well, there was stuff for the Dragonfly. The four long missiles. So I completed my Dragonfly. My Rattler was already completed. I had those parts when I got from the guy from Facebook. I almost mentioned his name again. I'm almost slipping. Um, and some other stuff. I actually found an extra Cobra Hydro Sled. I actually had one in the box. But the one in the box is missing one missile. So, Fam Eric, I need that other missile. Because he gave me two missiles for the one that I got from Eunice. And I actually wound up, I had so much crap on this floor. I mean, I'm actually straightening this stuff up. As you can see, the yellow Sky Striker right here. I do need a couple of missiles for that. I need one small missile and one big missile. I like saying missile. Tell me where the missiles are hitting, Colonel. I don't know of any missiles. I love that. That's my favorite fucking part of the whole Rambo 3 movie. When he's actually being interrogated by the Russian, I don't know if he's a general or whatever the fuck he is, but, we all know Troutman is a colonel, Colonel Troutman, but, he's like, I don't know of any missiles. Oh, and speaking of that, as you see the watchtower right here, I thought I was going to have to buy a ladder. I didn't have to, because, it's a pimple or something hurts. I got all that stuff from Eunice, and I needed the box for some stuff because I have Eunice supposedly be coming hopefully today if he's feeling better to pick up a huge lot of stuff that I've acquired. And as I was taking the stuff out to use that box, the ladder. There you go. The ladder right here. It was actually stuck to the side of the molding of the actual headquarters. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And ironically, I had it. So one, I don't have to go out there and spend 10, 15 hours for a ladder because it's complete. And then you have Snowcat. Cobra Bubble, all types of other shit. I know I had to get two antennas for the Mauler. I need two of the bigger antennas because I know I had the small antenna for the Mauler that I got also from Eunice. It has 3 mud flaps. I know I have a fourth one. I'm not bugging the fuck out. I know I have a fourth one. I thought I would have kept it near my Maulers in the room, but these here I'm going to actually find somewhere to put them here. And so outside of that, I don't know how I deleted it, but I definitely did. But anyhow, I have got some stuff that I want to talk about. Like basically what I kept from the guy I did the Facebook thing with. This is our second meeting. I kept this because you very, very rarely see Spider-Man in this condition. It is a 1978, or it's between 76 and 78 Mego. Actually, it's right here. Let's see where it is. I really don't like popping these things. Mego Corporate 77. 1977. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys probably can. It's probably not gonna pick up. And these fucking goddamn computers should just, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, this is really, really nice. I like Spider-Man, but he's not one of my favorites. He's not somebody that I really like. Like, my kids love him, but come on, man. To get a 1977 Spider-Man in this condition is fucking ridiculous. And that's pretty badass. Look, dude, look at this. this thing is probably about $150 to $250 just because of the condition. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping them. I'm going to put them in my showcase downstairs with my other 12-inch stuff in the living room. And ironically, I don't remember where the fuck I got this Superman from. Oh, Perry. So Perry had a better Superman. This is a Amigo Superman as well. What year is this? This is probably 77 or 79. 78. So this is a 1978 Amigo. So basically, this is supposed to be based off of Christopher Reeve Superman. And I have another one I got from the guy, from the same guy I got the Spider-Man from. Obviously, this Superman, I mean, outside of this being ripped or cut, it's a way better suit as far as condition goes. More extremely vibrant. The cape doesn't have any rips in it like the other one. I mean, really, really nice, man. They both have a broken left leg. I'm guessing that's just like something with Mego, because I know like the Hulks, they always break around the same area on the left as well. The smaller one, not the big. Well, the big one too. I mean, look how vibrant this thing looks. I mean, it's fucking phenomenal, man. I mean, it's in really good condition other than that particular problem. I did fix the leg, so it bends. It does bend and everything, but it is loose. But it's in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably just wind up, like, there's a little piece, like, you see that red strand there. I'll probably use a match for that. But yeah, this is really, really nice. And I am a Superman fan, so I am also a Batman person too. But I got all this stuff for a great deal. So he's also going to go downstairs. And then here we have the Hulk, which fucking everybody know, you know, Hulk and Wolverine are my favorites. I don't know if they even made, I don't think they made a Wolverine. This is actually in really good condition. And this is from, I don't know, I think that's an 78 or 79 Hulk. I mean, of course, the Spider-Man is in the best condition. I don't know why they made Hulk so much smaller than Spider-Man. He's supposed to be a big-ass dude. Even back then, because Lou Ferrigno's like, what, 6'5", 6'6", something like that. So he definitely should have been a lot bigger. They should have made him bigger. But him and the smaller Hulk always break around the left leg. They're infamous for that. But this one has no issues other than the fact that he should have been taller. But he's probably 100. I would say somewhere around 100 to 1 something. Only because out of all Amigo superheroes, he is one of the, ironically, he is one of the most common to always come across and find. Of course, he's not broken, so that kind of puts him from 100 to 130, 40-ish, to maybe 200, because of the fact that his leg isn't messed up, unlike the other ones. But he is one of the most common superhero Amigos to find. But I'm going to keep all three of these guys. That's why they're up here, and that's why I'm talking about it. Of course, the Spider-Man is the best one, but still in all, for what you get, you can't complain. All right. Now, outside of that, yesterday I went to, I got on my bike again. And I went to Red, White, and Blue. But before going there, because I left here around 11-ish. So I decided to go through downtown Patterson first. So I went to the My Unique down there. I found absolutely nothing. And then from there, on the way going to the Patterson Red, White, and Blue, I stopped off at the Hawthorne Value Village. Did I get anything from them? Oh, I brought a DC Multiverse Batman, or Israel Armored Batman. That was like $5.79 or some shit like that. It wasn't on sale, but I should be able to get like $15 for them. you know, because he doesn't have all his weapons and shit. But I brought it anyway because there was nothing else to buy. Then I went to Red, White, and Blue, and I wound up getting some Disney characters. And I'm getting such a great, you know, me and Eunice made a ridiculous great deal on all the other stuff I got. Not to mention, I still have all the cars. I still have almost all of the Lego minifigures. I gave him, he does have a nice amount of them, but I kept a lot of them. And, you know, and again, I still have the Star Wars figures that I got from that dude a couple of weeks ago, more like 3 Sundays ago or Thursdays, whatever the fuck it was. Thursday. And I still haven't even touched those. I kept a lot of stuff. Kept a lot of shit for now. You know what I mean? You always want to give somebody a lot of good shit, but at the same time, you keep the best shit in a small amount and let it accumulate up so that way you can build more and more. So that's what I do. He's happy with the deal. I'm happy with it. So, you know, it is what it is. So I added some stuff to that. So yesterday I spent about $100. It was like $94, but 94 something or 97 something, but whatever the fuck it was. Like I said, I got 3 bags with some of the Transformers I love, which I always did regret getting rid of them, but at that time I needed the space. But if I can get them gradually, I'll get them, and I'm gonna add them to this stuff. You know, even though they're not G2, my plan was to do G2 Transformers, but it'll probably just be a lot simpler and easier just to fucking go back into the Siege and War of Cybertron figures, because I actually love those figures. Back you know, pre-COVID, you know, in 2018 and up, that, you know, them fucking figures are phenomenal. And there was like 2 bags. I think this kid named Ross gave me, I think, a bag, so I think that made the 3rd or the 2nd bag. I don't remember, but I kept those figures. I'm gonna show you those in a minute. And outside of that, yeah, I know what I said. I'm only gonna collect this, that, and the 3rd. I know. I'm all over the fucking place, man. We're all indecisive. I'm just one. I'm a straight up person that can apologize if I'm wrong and can admit if I'm wrong, and I'll admit when I'm, you know, when I contradict myself. And I'm a big walking contradiction. What are you gonna do? I'm a very indecisive person, man. I've always been like that my whole fucking life. I can't help it. Just like I can't help collecting this shit or collecting anything. I can't help it. You know, some people they're alcoholics. I'm a toyaholic. I admit it. Hi, my name is Mike. I'm a toyaholic. Hi, Mike. How you guys doing? Anyway, so I'm all over the place with it. So I did go there, as I said, and I got like some. It's like a bag. They had a bag with some Toy Story. They had like 2 Bullseyes, a couple of Woodies, and I think one fuck was his name? Buzz Aldrin. And then another bag had some other miscellaneous, like little cake topping type of Disney characters. So I'm gonna throw those in with the stuff from Eunice. And I went back and I went through some more comics that I had up here from last night, but I didn't get a chance to do it. Not last night, the night before last. I didn't get a chance to do it because I was extremely exhausted. And then yesterday I came home because for the last 2 weeks I've been really, really thirsty, mouth-watering thirsty for some lasagna. And you know, they sort of have made one on Sunday, Tasha's you know, Tasha's Tasha's restaurant, and they don't know what times they want to open on Sunday, so I just assumed that if I go there around 4, they'll have everything ready, and went there just to find out that the lasagna wasn't ready, or the lasagna was sold out. So I was a little pissed off about that, because she should have fucking called me or whatever. So I am a little mad about that. So I was like, fuck it. So I was like, you know, on I think Tuesday. What's today? No, Monday. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna make lasagna on Tuesday. So I made spaghetti and lasagna yesterday. But anyway, going back on track here. So I did get those bags, and like I said, I think I got either 2 or 3 bags of like some Transformers stuff. I know it was 2 bags of the Disney crap, and I think I got something else. I don't remember what the fuck it is. But from Whatnot, there's a white kid. You know, he act like every other, like, you know, like young white dude, kind of immature and like college-ish with their mind, like funny jokes and shit. But you know, to like most, you know, like to most ghetto black people, like we don't get white jokes. You know, we don't get it. You know, and I'm like, the jokes are dry, but he seemed like a cool guy. So I did order some shit from him, and his prices are phenomenal. He has tons of people on Whatnot that buys from him, and you know, I've been on this real huge video game kick lately. I had 2 guys that I normally would sell. This Asian kid, I forgot, I think his name is John, and then another dude named Kevin. But they kind of stood me up. Well, Kevin didn't stand me up on one of the deals, but this last deal, he kind of stood me up because we sort of had worked a deal out with it, and then, you know, I say excuses because every time somebody turns around, they got excuses. Then the other dude, John, he always run around bragging, talking about he pays more than everybody at the flea market, blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden he's just only on video game. I mean, on the game side of it, not the systems. And I'm not gonna sell you video games and then sell somebody else just the systems. I rather do it with somebody that's gonna buy. I like to buy in bulk because I like to sell in bulk. I've always been that kind of guy. I like selling. I don't like people cherry picking shit. I like people to buy everything. And Eunice, since last year, he buys everything, and he has a Whatnot channel himself, and you know, he's a serious buyer. I mean, he likes to get great deals on shit, but he's a serious buyer. He buys, and he don't haggle you much like a lot of people, but you know, like Kevin, he'll tell you, well, you know what, I can't do this, but I can do that. So I do like that about him. He's like Korean. I thought he was Chinese, but he's Korean. And the other dude, I think his name is John. He likes to go. He likes to haggle and, well, you know. And I'm like, yo, little dude, I don't give a fuck what it goes for or whatever, or what it, you know. This is my price. What can you do? And if he's, you know, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I already put some stuff to the side, video game stuff to the side for Eunice. So he's actually getting comic books, video games, and toys all simultaneously. Because like I said, you know, I have to make it worth his while to always keep coming back and buying from me. At the same time, I got to make it my while to where I can make something. Now, I'm not making a holy shit, yay amount off of him from what I gave him. But he's getting a lot of good shit for a great price. I'm not losing money on it, but I'm not like making a really good profit on it. I am making a profit, but it's not nowhere near what it should be. But I'll get it on the next come around because, like I said, I kept a lot of shit to the side. So I mean, I'm making a profit, and at the same time, I got other stuff. So that's actually cool. But anyway, so outside of that, I did get this, and I was like, why does this look so familiar? Now this is only $3. This is the second G.I. Joe vehicle I've seen in parts that they put out in the last week, because last week there was like I think the G.I. Joe Badger, but it was just the frame. This, on the other hand, this is from 93. I don't know or remember if I have this or not, but I do now. And if I do have it, cool. If I don't have it, cool. Obviously it's missing the cockpit and it's missing the missiles. But for $3, if I need it, even better. If I don't need it, who gives a shit? It was only $3. So, got that yesterday. This I did get from a show. The guy had $100 on this. I brought more and more shit, and then on Sunday when I went back, he wound up selling it to me for 70, because I brought a lot of other shit. And so he does have the A-Team guys here. He has B.A., Murdoch, Face, and Hannibal with some weapons. Because, I mean, I found this downstairs. And as soon as I found it, I knew. I mean, I was looking for this for a while. But as soon as I found it, I knew exactly who I got it from. That was at that. It was about a turtleback zoo, whatever thingamajig. Now, these ones here I kept. I mean, look how fucking dope these things look, man. And again, I do regret getting rid of these. I know some people go like, oh my god, dude, really? Now you get into this shit? Man, listen, man. I don't want to hear it. Eric, shut the fuck up, because I already know he gonna be, yo, dude, I sold a lot of those shits to Eunice, but I didn't see the Transformers, bro, until after. And again, this is something I just decided to do. I don't know if this dude here is, I think he's a studio. I don't think he's a Siege. I mean, he's not a bad looking Transformer, but I would like the Dinobots to be a lot bigger than that. So I'm going to look him up and see if he's worth me. I mean, if I want to keep him or not. And every time I go to Walmart, I do be thinking about picking up that, what is it? I think it's Trax or Skids and a Bumblebee. But I don't want to get them motherfuckers $24. I mean, I remember, you know, come on, man, $24 for them shits. That's ridiculous. Here is a Seeker. I mean, look how fucking dope these look. I mean, they're fucking beautiful, man. And I always regretted getting rid of these. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I always fucking regretted getting rid of these. But at the time, I needed the space, and I was hesitant because I think it took me like a couple of months to decide. And I'm not talking about weeks. It took me a couple of months to finally decide me getting rid of the Siege. I mean, you guys probably heard me talking about these. I mean, over a year ago. And I always regretted getting rid of these guys. And I ain't just talking about the Seekers, I'm talking about all of them. I had them all. And I decided that I'm going to put them all around here with the G.I. Joes. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. And then, again, look at this one. So I got all these yesterday. There were some other ones, but they weren't part of this line. So I got rid of those. I'm gonna add those to Eunice's thing, because like I said, he's giving me some generous money for the stuff, and you know, why not throw him some shit? You know, just throw some shit in there. I'm not gonna even tell him I'm throwing it in there, because I don't do things for self gratification. I do it because I just feel like doing it, or it's either A, the right thing to do, or I just feel like doing it. So I'm not gonna say, hey, well, you know, I threw some extra comics in there for you. I threw some extra toys. I don't need to say that shit. So look how beautiful that is. I mean, yeah, they are way smaller than the. I mean, what you know, like when you size them up next to a G.I. Joe figure, yeah, it's not exactly my cup of tea or where I would like to be at, but it is what it is at this particular point. And again, I got these guys basically in a bag of, I think they were like $8, $7.99 or $6.99 a bag. And the fact that you got, I mean, you know, you got Rodimus Prime. I mean, I always thought he was. I mean, he was way more braver than Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus was a little bitch, and in the Transformer movie, he was a bitch, and he you know what I'm saying, he succumbed to his own demise because he was very unsure, kind of like he was really a little bitch, like a coward, man. And Hot Rod, you know, he was young, ambitious. And yeah, some people might say he was a piece of shit because he helped the demise of Optimus Prime and all that shit, but he wasn't a fucking coward, bro. And Ultra Magnus was a little bitch ass coward. I do want to look this up. Actually, let me see right now. And that's the stuff I got yesterday from Red, White, and Blue, other than the other stuff I mentioned. I don't need to show it to you because it's not worth showing, and it's already downstairs, bag and tag, ready to go outside. I'll probably call Eunice in a minute. Let's see where he's at. All right, so this is Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures Deluxe. So, damn, it takes you 25 steps to transform him. Holy shit. Okay, so he's part of the Cyberverse. So I'm gonna take him down. He's gonna go downstairs because he's not one that I'm gonna want. Now that would explain why he's smaller than the other dudes. So he'll go downstairs. All right, now let's see what we got from Skylar. Such a white name. Alrighty then. So it says banger video game, 4 to 7 ounce. So I think I purchased like 3 or 4 different lots from him. One lot, Chase Bank. How it works, and I found out through Chase. So how it works is, like a lot of people, it's not like they don't have money. So I think certain people, if you have certain banks and you buy a lot of shit on whatnot, if there's an auction and you keep, you know, like pressing the bid, So if you do it like 4 or 5 times per transaction, and you got 7 transactions, and you do it 4 or 5 times, that's 7 times that 5. You understand? Per transaction. So if you do it, let's say each person you do like, let's say in one stream you do like 40 to 50 swipes, you're automatically going to be declined, which means your payment won't go through, because like Chase only gives me 50 swipes. That's just something they have set up for any and everybody. It doesn't matter how much money you do or don't have. This came out of Chase's mouth, so now I understand that, because I was swiping a lot of shit, and a lot of stuff I lost out on because these assholes told me, like I didn't know until I had to call them, and I'm like, yo, why my payment's not going through? I have the money, and they was like, oh, this, that, and the third, and I was on the phone going, you think I'm nasty up here? Listen, when it comes to my money, I was going ballistic, so much so they hung up on me 4 times. 4 times Chase hung up on me. I was that fucking furious. So, and it's my money. So we got here quality one, so I paid $50 for something, 42 for another, 27 for one, and 19. So I know I ordered a lot of video game, like the actual games, but I did get some consoles too. He did put as is, but I said, you know what? I'll trust any and everybody once, and if I don't really like what I see, I just won't buy any. I just won't buy from him anymore. So this here, let's see what this is. Right. Oh yeah, I remember this now. That's why I paid so much. I don't understand why I got this shit so fast, and the other stuff I ordered later I didn't get yet. So this is a Wii U Pokemon controller. So I know one of these had to be $40 or something because I got bid up on these. But being that they are in the box, and when I do get rid of box stuff, this will go in one of them. So I'm not gonna guess, but like I said, one item was 50, the other one was 42, one was 27, and one was 19. So I'm pretty confident this was either $50 or $42. And as you see, that's my what's it called in the back. And here's another one. And then after that, after these, they start going up even more. So if I got one of these for 50, that means all the other 3 he had went up for twice that. Went up. If it was 50, they were selling for 75 and 80. That's why, just like if you buy a storage unit, it's always fucking best, always best to get you, like, let's say you like when it was live auctions, and they said they have 50. Let's say they have 40 rooms. Some people say, oh fuck it, I'll just keep waiting until I find the right room. The you know what I'm saying, the less rooms there are, the more the prices go up. So when you first see a decent room, you should always buy, especially if it's for a relatively decent price, because you never know how the other room's gonna look. And it's always best to get in early, stick a move, get in and out, because the room's only gonna get more expensive later on, and then you're always gonna have somebody begging for your room or trying to go in your room and see what they can buy. Trust me on that. And that's the same thing with these auctions. And this is the Pro. This is I believe the Zelda. I forgot what he said, but it's Japanese, but obviously it doesn't matter. It's region free because it's a controller. But it was only released in Japan. So there you have that. And so one of these two was 50, the other one was 42. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this one was probably 42 and this one was probably 50, because this is a Nintendo Club Zelda only in Japan. Both of these were only made in Japan, not in the US. So obviously this is number 73 and this one was number 82. So there was like other ones in between, and this kid has a lot of Japanese stuff. All right, and then there's 2 other items left. One was 27, the other one was 19. I think I know what these are. I should have been ordered the screens for this, but I was like, you know what? I didn't do it. And yes, so we have numbers 69 and 55. And I got them because they both had the covers to them. And they are Game Boy. They are original Game Boys. And if they come on, then this is a win. If they don't come on, it's not a win. But I paid less than $50 for 2 of them. And the fact that they both don't have, like, they both do have the battery covers. So, I mean, he does put in his listing as is. And normally when people put as is on stuff, I really try to stay away from it because 9 out of 10 they test it. But this kid gets, he has tons of shit. Oh. Okay. Volume. So it does come on. Screen is not in the best, but there you have it. So that is a win. So now I can go out and I can order the whatchamacallits for them. And I do have a Game Boy, an original Game Boy like power adapter that I think I got from Mike, either Mike or the guy I brought the Star Wars stuff from. So let's see. I mean, these things are fucking almost 40 years old, or about 40 years old. So will I ever buy from him again? Yes. But I probably would still have bought from him anyway, because again, he did put as is. But normally when somebody put as is, when it comes to electronics, I always really try to stand clear of it, because, you know, they put as is, and 9 out of 10, some people will, you know, oh, well, this and the third, whatever. So let's see if this one comes on. Yep. So lucky me. So I got one Game Boy Color, original Game Boy for $19 and the other one for $27. And even if I paid $40 for them, that would still be a good deal, because they sell for around $80, $70 to $80. So now all I gotta do is get the battery. Get the screen covers for them. I already have them in my whatchamacallit. I just didn't buy them. And I am very happy. There's a good chance that I did buy this first. I don't remember, but I should have two more orders coming from him. So I think I ordered stuff from him like 3 days in a row, 2 or 3 days in a row. But will I buy from him again in confidence? Hell to the yeah. Why? Because, as you can see, you know, he's legit. And that's probably why people buy from him, and why he has so many people on his because he's legit. So that's a good thing. Oh, speaking of that, I also got these on Whatnot too. I paid a lot, so I think I paid close to $400 for these. I do have items that's missing. Like, unfortunately, my my Hot Toys blade was stolen, so I gotta do a report on that, along with another item. I'm thinking it's the African lady next to me. She got some taco biter, and I think his friend was the one I knocked out, because he was hanging out with him one time. After that, when I confronted him after the kid got out of jail, all fucked up, obviously, for me hitting him, and I confronted the friend about it, and I confronted him with a gun in my hand, and let him know that I wasn't fucking playing around. And then when Eunice and one of Eunice's helpers came to the house to pick up some stuff one time, this asshole was blowing shit from one side of my fence to me, and he came out his face. So I approached him again. I said, "Yo, you do that shit again, I'm gonna fuck you up." So we don't like each other. He's a piece of shit. He's an alcoholic. He's a skinny older piece of shit. His son done kicked him to the curb already. He's a piece of shit. And if the motherfucker was dying in the street, I would step over him and laugh. I would actually step over him and laugh. Like, that's the hatred I have for this guy, that I hope he dies. Like, literally. And I know he's the one that's stealing packages from us. I just can't prove it yet. But as soon as I prove it, they're not going to find him. And I'm saying this shit on YouTube. And for those who know me, I hope you know that I mean every fucking thing I'm saying. I'm not talking just out of anger. I'm dead ass serious. But anyhow, this stuff here, I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about it. Everybody, you know, I'm not a straight up, I'm not a sugarcoating discreet. Nah, I'm a straight up nigga. I'm a straight up right in your face motherfucker. I'm gonna let you know what I'm about. I don't do that. Nah, man. All that hypocrite bull. No. I'm gonna let you know from the gate. And if you don't like my videos or like what I say, dude, stop watching my videos. It's funny how a lot of people find me entertaining, but they won't leave comments. Or even subscribe, but they'll find me entertaining. Anyhow, so here I got these, and I think I brought these on, I'm about to say Walmart. I brought these on Whatnot. I got him a lot cheaper than 88 bucks. Him, he wound up being cheaper than 180. And whatever they were, I think he gave me a good deal. I think I paid like around 3 or 4 for all of them, somewhere around that. And these are like, I think like some Spain or whatever, but they are G.I. Joe. But, you know, just wanted to show that because that was also in the video that I deleted yesterday, along with other shit. And, you know, I'm not ranting. I'm really venting because nobody like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck whether you pay for your property, you pay rent. I don't care if you live in a room and you got other roomies stealing from you or going to your food. Nobody has a right to take your shit. You pay, you know what I'm saying? You bust your ass to get what you get. It don't matter if you are a street hustler or into street pharmaceuticals. I don't give a fuck if you out there burglarizing people, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you work for what the fuck you get. And nobody has a right to come up and just take your shit just because they feel like they can. And I am almost certain, just like my wife and my kids, I think that he's taking packages. And if I ever catch him with, sometimes I even go look in her garbage to see if I see like boxes or like anything that kind of resemble my shit. Then I would actually call the police and say something, might write a report about it, and then I would know who did it. And then I would confront him later on, and as soon as he come out his face, I'm gonna stall on his ass. I'm gonna fuck him up. And if anybody up here knows me, listen. I'm dead ass serious, man. I'm not talking out of anger or out of frustration. I'm talking out of straight fucking, I don't know what you want to call it. It ain't no animosity. It's just straight what the fuck it is. I do need to straighten up a lot of shit here. Speaking of that, but yeah. So outside of that, this is basically where I'm at or what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm so all these G.I. Joe stuff is just gonna be an overflow, which means I'm just gonna put that stuff here because I'm already out of room over there. So I'll find somewhere to put these weapons and vehicles and whatnot. And somebody was like, "Oh, yeah, like, why are you collecting the Build to Rule stuff?" Because it's in the fucking book. I don't like them, but I'm gonna get them. You know what I'm saying? So people like, why, dude? Why? Why the fuck not? It ain't bothering you. It ain't no sweat off your brow. So why the fuck are you worried about what I'm buying? You know, don't. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, don't. Well, hold on a second. Let me call this motherfucker. See what time he gonna come by today. Because I told him I need that money before tomorrow. Because I got that money already going into some other shit. And yeah, man, I am still like a little. I just can't believe. I still can't fucking believe that this guy's dead, man. Like, I'm really sad. You know, Malcolm Jamel Warner, you never heard anything bad about him. Even if you did, everybody make mistakes. But just a cool guy, and you know, it's sad to go to a tropical place like that where they don't have rivers and oceans that have currents that are crazy like that to But then they say accidental drowning. I mean, I would think that all drownings are accidental. Has been forwarded to voicemail. All right, so he's probably still asleep or doing something. No, let me call Pablo. Pablo, let's call Pablo and see what's going on. Yeah. Some of y'all probably like, why you always say that voice? You had to be at Red, White, and Blue to understand that voice or to get it. And it's a private joke. Watch, you're gonna see if he picks up. Holy shit. Yo. Oh, that's crazy. Damn. Pablo's not picking up.
Yo, what's up, Mike?
Yeah, where you at, Pablo? Tell me.
I'm here, man. I'm about to leave, bro. These guys must have did good when I left. You got Mitch, you got a DS, and you got some new Care Bears from 1982.
When?
In the box. I guess when I left.
No, because
for $100.
No, oh, so they did. Wait, so they must have got that shit at the end, like really at the end, because I left, I think, like 20 minutes or so before.
Really? Because I came here and had to jump out.
You talking about yesterday or you talking about today?
Yesterday.
That's crazy.
I had to come back because Al needed to jump, and that's when I saw Ed was moving his van. Would jump him, but I already had keys.
Yeah. Because I was there at that time. Because I was there at that time.
Yeah, I never came back in, but yeah, no, we must have gotten a DS. You got 2 DS.
No, but that had to be after I left. Because I left. Okay. Yeah, that had to be after. So that means, yeah, because like once I seen them starting to clear up the tables with the toys and shit, I left because there was nothing else coming out. What's there?
2 DSs. Right now, nothing, Mike. Wow. I'm about to leave, bro. I know. I'm just waiting for this midget to come here, and then I'm leaving, bro.
You don't see no Transformers in bags or nothing like yesterday, right?
No, Mike. Nobody with Transformers in bags, no.
Wow.
No, I don't see shit.
Wow.
I'm just looking at the girl here doing books, and she's doing books. You know, she's not going to be out anytime soon. Toys, nothing. They really have nothing, man. Just a stupid, the Foundation Funko Pop right now is the only thing I see. Well, like again, man, you know, I'm not saying it ain't shit is coming out, but it's coming out.
Yeah, it'll probably be out late. It'll probably be out later.
Because now I'm thinking there's got to be some DS games. He had DS games with it, but not a lot. You know.
So what? So what? They took that to the front, or it was, or it
came. That has to be to the front. He takes that to the front all the time.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And I'll find. I'm not gonna talk to Ben, but I'll talk to him later. See how he got it, when he got it.
All right. Well, you know.
All right, Mike. Yeah, man. Sorry, man.
I'm
leaving.
Yeah, feel better, you bastard. Yeah.
All right, my man.
All right. Cool. Bye. Yeah, he must be real frustrated because the way he sounds and stuff like that. Hold on a second. I gotta get back to. That's crazy. Hold on a second, y'all. Let's see what he says. Alright, so yeah, this video's over. I was hoping he would be like, yeah, man. But yeah, he must be frustrated. Because normally Pablo's always like, he's always upbeat. But he sounded a little stressed out. And he wouldn't do it back. Because it's like an inside joke that we all have. that we have on each other. And there was an old guy. He passed away. They're not making fun of him dying, but you know, he was. That's how he sounded. Yeah. That's just how he talked. So we all just mimicked that, you know, because you had to be here. You had to be in red, white, and blue to understand it and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go because I don't got nothing else to talk about. And I'm about to say I'm gonna go and press this and roll, man. I'm wilding. Peace. Oh shit. What the hell? Oh, there it is.